I don't know where it's going to, but you see it? Schedule. Get in there. Alright. Alright, Keith, you gotta do a coin flip. Should I FaceTime you to do this, or how do you want to do it? Bro, no, bro, what the fuck? What's that have to do with football? No, we need equal chances, bro. How long did they go back? Heads. See what the random gives us. I'm acting, dude. Alright, do your random team. Fuck. Oh. Gotta be tough here. I got USF and fucking Pittsburgh, bro. Like an 80 overall or something. Not that good against Tennessee. Shit's gotta be good. It's gotta be cooked, dude. Yikes.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River. Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers.
Chat, what's up? Drop a follow.
Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Hell yeah. I know I did. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, that's shit all I sent. That's all shit I just screen recorded from my phone. Used to be the method.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors.
Why I got two people watching the stream?
They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. Forges ahead.
My wife is those two watching.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back. Oh.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. It looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Vols come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end.
Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, they did the hard work. Nice job being physical, getting that fourth down and short, and now you got 4 chances from the 1-yard line. This offense is in great position. Shoot, I'm probably going to come back to the same exact play.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Reed. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Powers through the defender. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
catch takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Pitt. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Steps away to find some room. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play. He tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He'll pull it down and run. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks. He's still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting the tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Volunteers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his...
Breaks it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Using his legs, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. It's Staley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Panthers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He'll take a deep shot here. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question when the quarterback was going to do that. Nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Reed. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also... He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pitt.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on fourth.